Christmas time in London, there was a man named Ebenezer Scrooge. He was a hard-worker man, but at the same time he was a miserable, greedy, cruel, and stingy person who didn't know what generosity meant. A day before Christmas, Scrooge was working with his clerk, Bob Cratchit. Bob Cratchit was a generous and kind man. Scrooge, as always, was counting his money while Bob was counting the minutes to go home to his family. Suddenly, the front door opened and Mr. Scrooge's nephew came inside. His name was Fred.
Merry Christmas, Christmas. Come, I hate Christmas. Look at that. That's a very Christmas. And my service tomorrow. No, thanks. Christmas is just as much as on the story. But a nice day. Have a nice day. Here, I have a gift from work. Tomorrow is Christmas. I can't tell my family. No. Yes. The Christmas bag. Sure. Higher. Merry Christmas, Mr. Number.
After a few hours, Scrooge closed his account book and proceeded to close the office. He went home. Suddenly, he heard old bells ringing and a strange and loud noise coming from the outside. Ebenezer!
Oh, you are dying. Are you a ghost?
I can't because I want to let him. Then the ghost left the room, flowing through the window. Scrooge closed the window and went to his bedroom, shaking in fear, and fell asleep. The next day, Scrooge saw a strange creature beside his bed. The ghost took Scrooge through time to a small town which Scrooge started to remember. He remembered the houses, the church, the river, the bridge, and the people. He saw a house. There was a little boy. It was young Ebenezer Scrooge. He was all alone because his parents were working even on Christmas Day. Ebenezer Scrooge felt miserable. Then the Christmas ghost showed Scrooge a garden. There was a young man in the garden. The young man was Ebenezer Scrooge. There was a woman there too. She was crying. Scrooge loved money more than he loved her. He wouldn't marry her.
Stop! Facing up!
The spirit took him to his bedroom again. Then the clock struck and Scrooge had another visit. The ghost took Scrooge to Bob Cratchit's house. Scrooge saw Bob Cratchit playing with his children, 3 boys and 2 girls. It was a very old and small house. They were very poor. Mrs. Cratchit entered into the dining room carrying a small turkey on a platter. Bob Cratchit lifted the youngest boy from a chair in the corner and carried him to the table. The boy was pale and thin and couldn't walk. His name was Tiny Tim and he was very sick. Bob Cratchit had a small salary and could not pay for a doctor, so maybe he will die.
Oh, what's happening to this real life? How can I send the children? Let's go back.
Scrooge was in his bedroom again when another ghost floated into the room. It was the ghost of the The ghost said nothing. He just gestured toward the door. Scrooge followed him. They saw a fine old house. It was Bob Cratchit's house. Mr. Bob Cratchit was sitting beside his son's bed. Tiny Tim was very sick. Bob was crying. All the family was crying.
What's happening to this little boy? Is he going to die?
not answer. Then everything turned dark, and Scrooge appeared in a foggy and cold place. It was a cemetery. The ghost showed Scrooge a grave. Scrooge went near the grave. Engraved on the headstone was the name, Ebenezer Scrooge. Scrooge woke up in his bed. He was given another chance. He left the house screaming. He pulled out a bag of presents and gave presents to everybody in the street. He met his nephew. Scrooge gave his nephew a hug and told him to wait for him for Christmas lunch. Then, Scrooge headed to Bob Cratchit's house. Scrooge was so happy to see Bob and his family. He gave the family all his presents and promised to take care of Tiny Tim. Scrooge just couldn't stop wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.